What's up, guys? Man on the Moon here with another video, and today we are going to be going over the top 5 places to spend your gold in the Walking Dead All-Stars and what to spend it on. But before we get to that, I'd like to remind you to like and subscribe for more content because I got more on the way for you. Now let's get into it. Now, at number 5 on my list, I have the normal trading post. I think this is a really good place to just get basic items. As you can see, I bought quite a bit of stuff from here. On a daily basis, I do buy quite a bit of stuff. I think the 24-hour food boxes for like 63 gold at 40% off, I think that's a really good deal. The alignment specific rares, I mean, you're paying 400 coins for a single pull anyway, and you could just get an uncommon. I think paying the extra 80 coins to just guarantee yourself a rare, I think that's worth it. Plus it's alignment specific, so you know literally what you're getting. These weapon parts for $13.50 at 40% off, I don't think that's a terrible deal. I've bought that quite a few times. And the skill manuals, those are a pretty good deal from the normal trading post. I will say the weapons for coins in here, these legendary weapons that you got to buy for coins, this is not the place to buy your weapons. There are far better places in the game to buy legendary weapons than this depot right here. So I would say avoid them here. Next up, at number 4 on my list, I have spending 400 coins to change the alignment on your alignment recruits. If you got a bunch of pulls and you're sitting on bystander and you need neutral or ally, rather than waiting, it just goes in the circle around. So like next up would be predator, I believe. So if I wanted neutral, I'd have to wait 48 hours. Just spend the 400 gold. It's not worth waiting, and we get gold so quickly in this game anyway that 400 is nothing. I'm on area 18 now, and I'm getting like 325 gold every 4 stages. So I think this is a really good use of 400 coins, assuming you have, 20, 30 plus alignment pulls saved up and you're just waiting for it to hit that right alignment. Just do them. Spend the 400 gold and do them. Because, I mean, it could just very well be the difference between sitting there doing nothing for 2 days and getting instant progression and being able to beat a stage you were stuck on. It just seems worth it to me. Okay, so at number 3 on my list, I have the Suspicious Peddler in Supply Run. Now, I think this is a really, really good place to buy gear. This is the best place I've seen to buy gear, I think. 40% off, that far right slot, 40% off for legendary gear is just sick. I mean, that's a legendary piece of gear for 2,500 gold. That would be an easy pickup for me, just because I know eventually, I mean, at a minimum, you're going to want 2 full sets of gear for every, type of character. So you're going to want 2 or 3 full sets of intelligence gear, 2 or 3 full sets of dex gear, 2 or 3 full sets of strength gear at a minimum. That way you can have a fully geared out team and be able to swap around characters still, and not just being like, okay, well, I've only got 1 full set of intelligence gear, but I've got full 3 full strength gear sets, so I have to use 3 strength characters because my gear's best there. You want to try and keep it as even as possible, I think, early on. But like personally, I'm in area 18 where legendary gear can just drop from auto search, and I've yet to have one drop. So the drops are gonna be super rare, and you're gonna need so many pieces of this legendary gear anyway. It's definitely worth buying it if you can get it at 40% off. That's my personal opinion anyway. Like I'm picking it up every time I have the gold and I get it as an option. So yeah, I think this is probably the best place to buy gear, with gold at least. Okay, so at number 2 on our list of top 5 places to spend your gold, we've got pulls. It's kind of obvious, but you need lots of rares to upgrade your characters, and you need lots of the same epic. You know, you need multiples of each epic to get them upgraded. So just do them. You know, if you're doing single pulls, okay, you're doing it wrong, but you know, save for 10 pulls because you do get that 10th pull for free gold wise. So it is cheaper. But don't be scared, you know, like maybe save for when a new character drops. As today the update dropped, and new character is Annie, I believe, new neutral character. And pulling for her wouldn't be a terrible idea. You know, if you've got enough gold to do, you know, 40, 50, 60 pulls to try and go for her. Worst case scenario, you're going to get some other epics, and which you're going to need to get them upgraded, and you're going to get a bunch of rares, which you're going to need to upgrade your epics, and you know you're going to get a bunch of currency for the which depot is it? It's the training depot or whatever it is. This, yeah, the transfer depot. That's what it is. Um, and you can get epics from there as well. I mean, granted, they're still random, but you can get them from there as well. So, doing pulls, I would say, is pretty much always a good idea. Maybe don't do them unless you have a reason, like if you're level capped and you just need stuff to keep leveling your characters. But yeah, don't be afraid to do those pulls, especially early game, because you need a lot of characters for upgrades. So go ahead and get them. Okay, and finally, at number 1 on our list of top 5 places to spend your gold, I would say expanding your training grounds. Um, I'm up to the point where it costs me 2,000 gold bars, so I probably won't be doing that anymore. But this is actually the first time I've seen it at 2,000. Up until now, it's been, I believe it started at 500 per, and then it increased to 1,000, then 1,500, and now it's at 2,000. But I would say I've probably expanded my training grounds 7 or 8 times. I've probably spent a total of like 8 to 10,000 gold expanding my training grounds, because once you unlock Center of the Frontier, you're gonna want at least 20 characters leveled, right? You're gonna, or 15. I'm sorry, 15 characters leveled, 3 full teams. And I mean, once you progress through world maps, you not gonna the same characters aren't gonna carry you all the way through. You're gonna have to try out different combos. Um, the further you get into Center of the Frontier, you're gonna, want better combos for your full teams. So I would definitely say expanding the training grounds early game is probably the best thing you can do with your gold. Um, and honestly, you need to try out characters to find out how you like them, where they're good. I think most of the characters in the game are good. It's just a matter of where are they good. And you're not going to figure that out until you try them out. You might have an idea by reading their kits, but until you actually try them, you don't actually know how good a character is. And you're not going to try them at level 1 and you know, get a good idea. So I'd say up until the point where you've got maybe 20 slots, 15 to 20 slots open in your training grounds. Really, up until the point where it starts costing 2,000 gold. At that point, I would say probably don't do it. But up until then, get that training grounds expanded. It's so worth it, and that is literally the best thing you can do with your gold, in my opinion. Because it takes so long to get the lumber, the processed lumber, to expand it naturally. It takes so long. So, yeah, just spend the gold on it. Okay, guys, so that was my top 5 list of where to spend your gold in The Walking Dead AllStars. There are other good places to spend it as well, but I really do think that these are the top 5 places that you can actually spend it. Obviously, it's situational. If you're finding somewhere else to spend your gold better value, let me know down in the comments below. Like, where are you spending your gold? Are you just saving it? There again, the update dropped today, so are you pulling for the new character? Are you going to be trying to go for the warlords and overseers with your gold? What are you doing with your gold at the moment? Let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. Stay tuned for more Walking Dead AllStars content. And remember, it's a game, so try and have fun. This is going to be your friendly neighborhood man on the moon, signing off. Later, guys.